everyone, it's an honor to be here, although virtually. I want to read 3 poems. 2 are mine and 1 by an Irish poet that I admire. So in 2014, 4 Palestinian boys were targeted by Israeli naval fire as they played soccer on a beach in Gaza. I wrote this poem called No Moses in Siege in their honor. Was it because there were no more graves in Gaza that you brought us to the beach to die? Was it because rubbling us in our houses like our cousins, like our futures, like our gods would be a bore? Was it because our cemeteries need cemeteries and our tombstones need homes? Was it because our fathers needed more grief? We were limbs in the wind, our joy breaking against the shore, soccer ball in between our feet. We were soccer in between their feet, no place to run, no Moses in siege. Waves stitched together, embroidered, unwalkable, indivisible, passage implausible. On most days we weep in advance. Here we know 2 suns, Earth's friend and white phosphorus. Here we know 2 things, death and the breaths before it. What do you say to children for whom the Red Sea does not part? What do you say to children for whom the Red Sea does not part? Thank you. This next poem is called, we've been talking a lot about violence. There's been a lot of conversations about violence in the past few weeks. So I wanna offer this intervention, this poem called 15-Year-Old Girl Killed While Attempting to Kill a Soldier with a Nail File, or Context. Context. Fruit knife to a firearm. He was in her throat. 15-year-old girl denounced, violence is not children taking on dragons. For me, it has always been apologies, running to catastrophe with context, commissioning compassion, turning heroes into human. This is a refuted revolution. Television said her brother was a martyr, but martyrs go with intent. He went, bullet to the head, from fist to flounder. Context is hand in his pocket. Toy guns. I told the people that day, disclaimer, that girl should not have found her rage in the kitchen drawer. She was reaching for crayons. Solidarity often is a refuted revolution. I held my arsenal. People who give excuses for executions fear the rifle more than they fear the reason. I put her in tool, girl to their gaze, angel to their accusations. Otherwise, fruit knife becomes the villain, despite context. Context, they want cats declawed. They want knocked doors unanswered. They want the other cheek. Terrorist avenges. Headlines delusional. Are all heads equal? Is a soldier's heart equal to her brother's? I'll hold my arsenal. When they ask me the next time, I'll say God held her hand. Thank you. The last poem I'm going to read is called Soldiers by Padraic Fiacc. It's an amazing poem that my friend Roisin Davis introduced me to. And I found the resemblance with the Palestinian cause in this particular poem uncanny, particularly when he's talking about how children in colonial context are transformed into men. This is called Soldiers. The altar boy marches up the altar steps. The priest marches down. Get up now and be a soldier, says the nun. To the woman after giving birth, get up now and march, march, be a man. And the men are men, and the women are men, and the children are men. Mother carried a knife to work. It was the thorn to her rose. They say she died with her eyes open in the French hospital in New York. I remember those eyes shining in the dark. Slum hallway the day after I left the monastery, eyes that were a feast of welcome that said, yes, I'm glad you did not get stuck there. Would you mind if I went to prison rather than war? No, for Ireland's men all went to prison. At the bottom of a canyon of brick, she cursed and swore, you never see the sky. A lifetime after, just before, I go to sleep at night. I hear that Anna Magnani voice screaming me deaf, no, no, you're not to heed the world. In one swift sentence, she tells me to yield but to forbear. In one swift sentence, she tells me not to yield but to forbear. Go to prison but never stop fighting. We are the poor and the poor have to be soldiers. You're still a soldier. It's only that you're losing the war. and all the wars are lost anyway. Thank you.